This is the TD Fitness Podcast with Coach T, episode number 41.
Welcome to the TD Fitness Podcast, giving you ways to live a healthy lifestyle without giving up the things that make life worth living. And now your host, certified health coach and personal trainer, Coach T.
Hey guys, this is Coach T. This is episode number 41 of the TD Fitness Podcast, and this episode is a little bit different. Number one, it's a lot shorter than the podcasts I usually put out, but number two, I just went live on Facebook. I recorded a Facebook live spot that I wanted to bring here to the podcast so that you guys could hear it and see it too. It involves some news that I'm pretty excited about. So what I do here is essentially provide some information on healthy living, healthy habits, and kind of the mindset and how to go about that. But I also describe the new Fit Life program, which I'm just relaunching right now. So I'm excited to bring that news to you guys. I'm going to bring that video in from Facebook here so you can check that out, and I'll talk to you again at the end of the episode. Thanks. Hey, I'm Coach T, and I'm coming at you today with some pretty exciting news. So when it comes to healthy living and weight loss and improving our habits, as I see it, there are a couple of different solutions. The first I'd classify as the regular kind of solutions. And then there are those that involve something different. And oftentimes we confuse the two. The regular kind, I'll call that the kind we're used to. That's the kind that we're comfortable with. Things like eat less, exercise more, or remove carbs or some other nutrient from your diet, or maybe change the way your body metabolizes and burns fat. And those things, some old, some newer concepts, some are even gimmicks. They may seem like different approaches to healthy living, but they are all essentially the same. And here's why. You see, we have been trained through society, through advertising. We even see celebrities on the TV telling us that there is a single right way to lose weight and to live healthy. But obviously, there is no single solution. And that's evidenced by the obesity rates and the disease epidemics that we face today. In reality, these solutions attempt to simplify a number of accepted truths, generally accepted truths, into a single concept that then becomes somewhat true. And if it's somewhat true, that means that it's not completely true. So the answer isn't necessarily to eat less, but rather to eat smartly. It's not to exercise more, it's to do the types of things that are right for you and your stage. Removing carbs isn't the answer, but avoiding highly processed foods that are essentially metabolized by the body as sugar, that's a valid consideration. So none of these single solutions is the answer in itself, but each can play a role in eating better, possibly losing weight, and in living healthier. But the devil's in the details. We can't just follow simple advice because we're all different with different challenges, different body types, different past experiences. The list goes on. So from a marketing perspective, I get it. I understand. So when you're messaging to the masses, it's important to simplify. A 30-second commercial spot, for example, just doesn't have time to explain the difference between carbohydrates and processed foods, or between good fats and bad fats, between different types of exercise. Simplicity sells. And if we're being honest, we as consumers perpetuate this too, because we want the simple solution. But some things, many things, are lost in that simplification. Here's the thing. I am not marketing to the masses. I'm not even talking to the masses. I'm talking to you, the relatively few of you who have chosen to have me in your inbox, in your headphones, or on your mobile device. Chances are, if you're listening to this or watching this, then you've raised your hand and you've said, yes, I want to know what you know and think about health and fitness. And that is why I owe you so much more than a simplified answer. I owe you a realistic solution. You know, I started by saying that when it comes to healthy living, weight loss, improving our habits, there are two different solutions. There's the regular kind, and then there's something different. So what's the real something different? The something different isn't just the simple solution, it's the realistic solution. And that realistic solution can and should be broken down into some very simple steps. You know, the more I study, the more I learn, the more I am able to help people, and the more I continue to see positive results from this thing I've created through TD Fitness, the more I am convinced that that realistic solution is the Fit Life program. And like I said, I don't market to the masses. My goal is simply this: to help you understand some of the concepts that I've learned through my health education and coaching experience. I'm not marketing to the masses. I'm talking to you. And I love that freedom because it keeps the focus of TD Fitness on serving, not on the bottom lines of revenue and profit. And that is why I'm happy to announce some pretty significant changes with my signature program, the Fit Life program. So since I started Fit Life over a year and a half ago, I've seen some pretty remarkable success stories come out of it. It really is exciting to see those. Just a couple of weeks ago, I was speaking with one Fit Lifer on our periodic coaching call. She's currently down 25 pounds since starting the program at the beginning of the year. Her family is telling her that she's smaller than she's ever been. But more importantly, the way she talks about and approaches healthy living is with a long-term view, not through a short-term goal lens. And I want more people to have access to these same principles and techniques and habits and the step-by-step plan that I lay out in the Fit Life program. I want to help more of you. And I realize now that a 9-month program at the previous price point presented some barriers to entry. So it's taken me a little while to do this, but I set out to create a 3-month program. It wasn't necessarily easy to get a quality, healthy living program down to 3 months, but I feel like I've done it. And I want to offer that to you, my followers and friends, the TD Fitness family. So I will be reopening enrollment for the Fit Life program on Monday, July 9th. And I wanted you guys as TD Fitness followers to hear it here first, because I will have to limit enrollment so that I can continue to provide the level of personalization that's required with any quality program. I'll be accepting pre-registrants from the TD Fitness family, that's the social media followers, the podcast and email subscribers, starting right now. So to take advantage of that, just drop me a note, either here in the feed or via email, and I will shoot you the registration link before it goes live to the public next week. So if you would like to take the next step, the step toward changing your habits and your life, not just your weight or dress size, then I want to invite you to join me and others like you in the Fit Life program. You can find out more at fitlifeprogram.com. All right, guys, there you have it. That is what I went live with on Facebook. Again, if you want to learn more about the Fit Life program, just go to fitlifeprogram.com. I've laid out a bunch of information there for you. You can also check out some examples of the types of things that you get through the program. So check it out, fitlifeprogram.com. Looking forward to coming at you guys again next week with another TD Fitness episode. You have a blessed one. Coach T, out.